What's up, guys? So what we have here is an 89 S10, or what is left of it. Picked this up from Brandon over at Lower Class Fab. Gonna try to build it for the Minitruck challenge he's got going on, but this thing needs a lot. I bought it knowing that, so it's not like it was a surprise or anything, but yeah, we're gonna try to put it together. We got a year before Mini Nats, and we're gonna try to drive this thing there. But just got a new welding cart, just got a new tank of welding gas, and we're fixing to go to work on it and try to finish up some of the sheet metal work, some of the frame work. I've got a motor on the way. But yeah, let me give y'all a quick overview of it. The gentleman that had it before Brandon started on tubbing the firewall and shaving the firewall. It does have a Motion Raceworks or Wheelwood or some kind of brakes thing on it, kit on it, master cylinder, whatever you call it. He did go ahead and start on Zine the front frame horns. The cab mounts have been lowered, and I think the cab has been moved back 3/4 of an inch. I can't remember. No, I think it's moved forward 3/4 of an inch. Drive shaft tunnel has been started. The floor is raised. Don't know how much. I'm sure Brandon covered it in his video. But yeah, it's bare. There is a lot to do here. And I know it's a year, but that's probably not enough time for me. Brandon took all the air ride off of it for his truck, so I'm pretty much starting over. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. But to say it needs some work is probably an understatement. But here goes nothing. We're gonna get started on it and try to do a little along, try to do a build series on it, and try to cover as much as we possibly can. So here y'all go. One of the first things I got to do is, when I was unloading it, the frame horn was just tacked on, and when I unloaded it, the frame horn hit the trailer and knocked that one off. So I need to tack that one back on, and then we're gonna start doing some more sheet metal work. We got one tub pretty much done. It just needs to be finished welded. I'm sure there's probably a little more to it than that, but this side, yeah, quite a big hole. So hopefully I can build a tub to match the other guy's tub so they don't look so bad. We're gonna try. All right, I need to pull a measurement there. It is showing level. About 10 3/4 on both sides. Put a few more tacks on it just to make sure it don't get knocked off again. Frame horns are level, and truck is level. So measurements pretty close on both sides. All right, so I got the cab jacked up off the frame. Like I said earlier, the previous guy building this truck, he lowered the front cab mount. I don't know how much, and he moved it back. And then back here, he also moved this one back as well. They're tacked in place, but the cab was bolted to the frame. It did bolt up, and the truck did lay flat when it lays out. So I've never done this before. It's my first rodeo, so I'm gonna go with his measurements. He's already got them tacked on there. I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna burn them in, I think, and keep rocking and rolling along with it, because I wouldn't even know where to start if I took them off and started remeasuring everything. Like I said, the truck looked good laid out the way it was, and the cab was bolted to the frame, so we're gonna run with it. It's gonna be kind of a hot rod anyway, so as long as it's safe, I'll be fine with it. We're gonna rock and roll. All right, guys, here's another day in the shop. Brian came over Friday night, and we actually stayed out here till about 1 o'clock in the morning. I did get the cab mounts fully welded on. We got the front back on air ride. It's gonna need a lot of work to get it to lay 22s. These are the Boyd Coddington 22s off of Mike Finnegan's C10. I picked them up from him quite a few years ago and have just had them in storage, and yeah, finally decided to do something with them. When I bought them from him, they were on a C10. I didn't think nothing about it. I was like, they're 5x5 lug pattern. Well, right before I picked them up from him, he let me know that they were 5x4 3/4, and I was like, well, I'm already on the way. I'm almost to Atlanta, and I just went ahead and picked them up. I mean, it was a good deal anyways, regardless of what lug pattern they were. So I've just had them, and now we got something to put them on. It just needs a lot of work. But yeah, so like I said, got the cab mounts all welded up on there. Cab is bolted back down. We stuck those on there. I started working on the floor. It's just a lot of welding, stitching the floor together. Still got to do obviously the whole other side, the back wall, the drive shaft tunnel. I've got to build a piece to go there in that corner. And I've got to build another wheel tub for the front. And what else? Anyways, it's a lot. So we're gonna get after it. Probably gonna put y'all on time lapse and just go to welding. All right, guys, so I've been welding on this thing for a couple hours. I got the back wall stitched up, got most of the drive shaft tunnel stitched up, some of the passenger side floor, most of the driver's side floor. Obviously, it's gonna need more work still. Still gotta weld the back side of the cab. Still gotta work on the firewall and build another tub and all. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, pretty wore out today. So, worked hard on this thing Friday night, like I said, until about 1 o'clock in the morning. Did a little bit of work on it Saturday when Brian was over. We did some other stuff, hung out, and spent a couple hours on it today, but that's all I got for now. It is aired up in the front. I'm gonna lay it out, show y'all how far away it is. It's pretty good ways away, but at least you can get the idea. So give me just a second here. And that is on stock arms. The bag cups have never been, the spring pockets have never been cut. It does not have drop spindles on it, so she is maxed out for now until we can put some more parts on it and get more low. And she needs a good bit. I think it's about 5 inches. 5.5, something like that. We probably will go down on the size of the tire just a little bit. The fronts are going, right now they're 22 by 9. It's a 255/30 22, and the rears are 22 by 11, and they're 295/25. So we'll have to do some research on that once we get it, you know, closer to that point, but man, it's gonna look good. Can't wait. That's all for now, guys. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see you next time.